Back again with another music video reaction. My name is Josh. Thanks for checking out the channel. If you click the thumbnail, you're probably here to check out some REN. As am I, which is a happy coincidence because that's what we're getting ready to do. I've become a big fan of REN over the last, 6-7 months, something in that range, when I first was told to check out his song Hi REN. And from there, I went down a very steep rabbit hole of a bunch of his different songs from the past, as well as some of his other musical endeavors like The Big Push. I mean, he's just been all over the place. But what's really drawn me in is his skill. He's just super talented. He sings wonderfully. He can rap. He can play all different types of instruments. But what really also resonates is what he's singing about. Like, it's real things that people experience and deal with, from loss and dealing with type of mental issues. But then he also starts to get into some things that are wrong, in society, or maybe has different views on certain things, like the Financial Institute is one of those. And it's been really, really cool. He's done Money Game 1 and Money Game 2, and I've really liked both of those. They both just kind of really helped open up my eyes, but I think also just a lot of people's eyes to a lot of the hypocrisy that's out there when it comes to banking and money and everything about that. So yeah, the third one come out, I knew I was going to be there for that one, so I'm super excited. It just came out, I think today or yesterday, and now it's go time. All right, let's get it. Like I said, he can play instruments. Without looking. That's Samuel. No, it's REN.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets the call. I'm sorry son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed up, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck. Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him. And it's a version of she. And it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. 45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate, with a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Okay, so that was Ren's Money Game Part 3. Okay, I didn't quite expect that based off of the last couple. I guess this does kind of make sense because this is pretty much just those first couple videos escalating, and it's really... Okay. Firstly, the actual video, the production, everything like that. It's an awesome looking video. It's basically a one shot is what it looks like, again, where the camera's continually rolling. So I'm sure they had to rehearse this so much. And basically it's like a play that they're doing, and they just have the camera in the right places. And again, the amount of effort and detail that goes into making something like that has to be ridiculous. Then the actual format of the song, I mean, it's his style. If he has a style, if it's bardcore, if it's whatever he wants to do, he can pretty much do. If he's playing classical music, I mean, the piano, and then he actually had the classical strings come in too. But I'm getting ahead here. The format of explaining and telling the story, so I guess that is where the bardcore comes in, but it's like a year at a time, is so interesting. I don't think I've ever seen it done like that, where it's literally going year by year and kind of giving you updates on what's happening and explaining more, and it all done to a rhythm and a beat and a cadence. And then to actually have what's inside the actual lyrics be as powerful as they are, talking about the topic that he is. I mean, the greed and what we're taught to think, and how we're really striving for what's most important in the world to most people, is money. But there's just so much that he's saying here. And then on top of that, you have the actual pause in the music where he actually monologues a bit about what's happening. I mean, you can't argue with any of that. It's depressing as all get out, just because it's actually factual. And unfortunately, I really wish that we could create a utopia, and I just don't know that will ever happen. I know we could do better than we currently do with our focus and everything the way that it is, but damn. And I do think that we're starting to curve and turn the tide just a little bit, with musicians like REN and others out there that are really kind of bringing to light more of the grand picture of everything is not all these little things that we're forced to be told to do in ways that we're supposed to act. There's a lot more to life than that. And I really hope more people see this message and really get out there and really take it to heart, because it's so eloquently done, and it's I mean, it's literally almost every genre of music kind of crunched into one kind of play musical thing that also has more thought put into it and more motivation than most other things that you'll watch or see. I mean, that are even mass produced and that have tons and tons of money behind it. I mean, he's an artist. He's an artist through and through, 100%. But the message here, I couldn't agree with more. And it's just, I really, really do hope a lot of people check this out and really take the message to heart. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you thought of the video itself. And I'm hoping for a part 4. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Go hit that subscribe button if you would. That'd be fantastic. And as always, you're awesome. Peace out.